Whoa, global players? Dokkan players, y'all got a decision to make, especially global players. What up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Tsunami for probably the biggest news ever on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. The best update to ever happen on Dokkan Battle has just arrived on JP, but this has monumental implications on the future of Dokkan and global players right now. So we're going to take a look right away and check out what's going on. Here it is. The 4.16.0 update for JP is out, and a lot of things to digest here. All right, so I'm going to do my best to go through everything and then give my thoughts. Number one, you can use characters with the same name on the team. If you do, they will not link. And if you run those units on the same team with the same name, you cannot run them on certain Extreme Z area events or whatever, which makes sense. If there is a unit that is just stupidly broken, imagine running 2 LRUI Gokus. Just on your team, not even thinking about the friend unit. Then you bring a friend unit, you got a full rotation of 70% dodging Gokus. That's ridiculous. So they're obviously going to be adding some limitations on certain events, which makes sense. But they will not be linking, which I think is fair. I think that's fair. And like I said before, if people don't like this, if there's so much of an issue that they need to change it, they can go in and change it at a later date. But for right now, leaving this as the standard is fine. I don't think they need to do more than that. But let's continue. The shout out to Air Dokkan and all the data miners. I was just getting ready to go to sleep, so I'm trying to kind of wake myself back up here. Also, Pettan battle is indeed a thing. You can get various items thanks to these chibi-style characters. I don't know what that means, but maybe by the time I go through the rest of it, there will be more information on that. But the main thing, Pettan battle aside, the main meat and potatoes of this update is still way more intriguing to me than all this. So, same name update has happened, and let's take a look. So this is the image. As you can see here, you've got Super Saiyan Goku, and you've got Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Goku, which means you can run more than 2. So that was the question going in. Were you going to be able to run more than 2? Indeed, you can. So you could run 3 Super Saiyan Gokus, 3 Super Saiyan Vegetas, all on one team. So it is rightfully fair, and it is justified that they do not link, and they do not let you use those units on a particular event. I think that's more than fair. If you're complaining about this, you're just a baby. Because you should not... No one player should have all that power. If you know what I'm referencing. Nice. You don't need it, okay? Next thing. Let's take a look. As shown in the picture, you can use more than 2 characters on the same team. Yep. How will the coins be exchanged? So they're adding a new update where you can now exchange your coins, or you exchange your units for coins. What determines which coin you get is basically where you summoned the unit from. For example, if you pulled this physical Goku while summoning for LRUI, you would exchange this for gold coins, yellow coins. If you pulled this on a Dokkan Fest banner, let's say you're trying to summon the Namek Goku, instead you pulled this guy, you exchange that, you get red coins. If you pull this on a support banner? Friend banner? Probably support banner. Or category banner, I would assume. You exchange it for blue coins. What this does is it now allows for the economy of the Dokkan game to be a little bit more complete. If you pull a unit and you don't need it, what do you typically do? You save it for super attack fuel, you give it in for Baba points, or you just let it sit there. Well, now you have another option, which then feeds back into the cycle, into that loop, which would then enable you to get new units, possibly summon less, summon more. There's more variation, so I like that they're doing this. The only question is, how much is it going to be worth? Are you getting pennies on the dollar? Are you getting a little bit more than that? I don't really know what's going to be going on with that. But what's crazy is that when this was announced, people were losing their minds because for all of you pack rats out there who are saving a bunch of units, you were just thinking about how much gold coins you'd be getting, how much of the red coins you'd be getting, blue coins, etc. But then they dropped this. Important notice, characters obtained prior to the update cannot be exchanged with coins, which means you cannot do this with any unit until after the update drops. So this directly impacts global more so than JP, because global, whether or not we're getting this soon, we're not getting it today, which means Well, I think we're not getting it today. Which means Global has a set number of days or months or weeks or whatever to kind of get a head start on this. If you don't... So this is kind of the conundrum that Global players are in now. Because this adds a next level of should I summon or not summon. Because now you not only have to worry about am I saving up for the 6th year, but now you also have to consider the fact that if you summon now, all those excess units that you pick up will not be able to be used for this gold coin, red coin, blue coin exchange mechanic. So, are you going to be saving up your coins? Are you going to be saving up your stones to summon later? Or are you still going to summon at your normal pace? I don't know. And that's the really interesting wrinkle. People are upset that Global's not getting this. If we're not getting this anytime soon, I'm actually very happy. I'm actually very happy. Because this allows me to prepare. Now, let's continue. This is a big update for me and a lot of you guys who are veteran players. See how the diagram goes from 10 Super Saiyan Gokus to 1 Super Saiyan Goku with the number 10 up there? That is tremendous. So this is basically yet another way to consolidate your units in your inventory so that you can have more box space. I think this is incredible because this makes my life so much easier. I can't tell you how many times I have to scroll for maybe like 30 seconds before I can get to the unit that I want. Just because there's so much stuff to go through. I don't just have my units. I have the TURs of the units. I have the SSRs of the units. I have SSRs of the units that I'm saving for future EZAs to boost their super attacks. Like, there's so many reasons I have to hoard these SSRs, but I don't want them to just eat up that precious inventory space. So this helps that. So this, alongside of the fact that they've had this Kai update where Kais are counted separately, just makes for a more optimized experience in your inventory when it comes to Dokkan. So this is a fantastic one. You must have that character already 100% to be able to trade excess copies. So this kind of feeds back into the thing we were talking about before, which is this. If you want to do this, you are going to need to have the unit at 100%. So I guess this is fair because if they're going to give you the ability to recycle or return your investment back in for other forms of currency, they have to at least somewhat pay gate it or pay wall it with a condition. So that's what this is. If you want to be able to do this and take advantage of the system, you got to first rainbow the unit. That's all we ask. So if you're lucky enough to rainbow the unit, well, I mean, that might seem excessive, but in the long run, this is still fair. Because when you summon a unit after you've rainbowed it, you're generally cringing and you're kind of hating yourself, right? Well, now you can actually trade them. If you haven't done so, it wouldn't really make sense to trade it in. You would want to rainbow the unit first. This is kind of taking that option out of your hands, where you don't have the option to choose, hey, I'm at 90%, might as well trade it. No, you got to get into 100%, then you trade it. I think that's more than fair. Given what they're doing to essentially kind of hurt their own product. I'm not sure how much they're going to give us in terms of these coins, but regardless, this is hurting them in the long run because whatever you summon, if you shove it back into the system, that's a little less money that they could be getting from you by summoning more, right? Because all you're doing is increasing your gold coin count faster, thereby reaching your end goal of buying one of those units from the coin shop instead of trying to summon it through normal means. So the least that they could do is leave this condition where you have to at least rainbow the unit. I think that's more than fair. And then we have this inventory update. Global players should, so global players shouldn't pull until this update arrives. This is the age-old question now for global players. Global players, this is not a global shaft. This is a global gift. You guys are witnessing what JP is going through, the best update in Dokkan ever. But at the same time, it comes with a huge price, all right? And the fact that you guys get to see this and now plan, however long in advance you can plan, you are still being given a gift. So global players, I ask you, are you going to be summoning... Wait, what? How did it get to Goresh? Hello? Go back to... Ah! Oh, God, get out of here. I'm so scared to navigate through Twitter, man. Here, let's go back to Air Dokkan. So, global players, I ask you, if you are given the option, you know that this is coming up, are you going to summon or are you going to save up? Some notes about the upcoming JP update. Pettan battle sounds almost exactly like an Adventures in Legends. Oh, same name characters will not be able to link up, and it looks like you won't be able to use it yet. We already knew that. That's it. So, like I said, folks, this is a very interesting conundrum that we're in. Do you summon or do you not summon? When is this update happening for Global? Because Global is currently in the middle of a version Z update. I have been trying to reset this in the hopes that something was They delayed it again. They freaking delayed it again. Son of a... They delayed it again. Global is getting a version Z update at some point. Whatever that is. Right now, they're getting a different update. When is this going to be happening for us? Is this going to be happening now? Is this going to be happening later? Whatever the time frame is, are you going to not summon until that update? Because what if that happens after the 6 year? I'm just throwing out a theoretical. This isn't a confirmed thing, just some food for thought. What if this happens past the 6 year? Are you actually not going to summon until then? This is a very interesting situation that Global's in. So I am very much looking forward to seeing how this whole situation plays out. JP is being granted the best. Yeah, I just saw this, Air Dokkan. I agree. Yep. Just saw this mid-recording FML. This is being recorded in the video. So, yeah. Good luck, JP players. Global players, be patient. Our time will come. But this is an excellent, excellent, excellent update for the game of Dokkan. All this is doing is serving to rejuvenate the fan base. This is going to throw a massive, massive wrench into the works. The game is getting a much-needed revival skill. Get it? Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on all of this. What's your favorite part of the update? Are you looking forward to this as a JP player? Global players, are you dreading the fact that JP gets this before you do? Do you care about Pettan battle? I don't particularly care, because the rest of the stuff is great for me. Pettan is just a pure bonus. Whatever that ends up being, I'll make a video on it later on. But what is your takeaway from all of this? Are you happy? What's your overall thought process? For me, it's positive. All positive. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future. And click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again. Stay tuned. And always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Or Pettan responsibly. Save up your stones. Just do it. It's easier. Okay, bye.